This is the fantastic Amp1 by Bluguitar. This is a 4-channel amp, and you can go from Fender type clean tones, Marshall Plexi sounds, and even some high gain ones too. The best thing of all is it is also a tube amp, and it runs on this tiny nano tube. What's great too is you can also adjust the channel sounds on the side. It has a built-in boost and a reverb too, not to mention a noise gate. And did I mention you can even plug in your headphones too? You don't even need a load box. This all sounds very impressive, but how does it sound for the blues? Well, let's see if we can find out in this video. Let's start on the clean channel. I think that sounds really good. I've got some reverb on there. What I also like to do with this is put on a bit of boost, and if you turn your volume down on your guitar, you get this type of thing. Now, there's a lot of great things I like about this amp, but one of the best things is, I think, is the vintage channel. And this sounds like a Plexi, Marshall Plexi amp. And if you turn your volume down to about 7 or 8, you get this kind of Hendrix double stop sound. Sounds really good, and if you turn it all the way up with a bit of boost, you can get this type of thing. Okay, moving on to the classic channel. This channel has got a really cool kind of Joe Satriani, Gary Moore type sound. Sounds like this. So if you like some really high gain stuff in your blues, you can go to the modern channel, and I've got this really boosted. I've got the reverb on 10. These are my settings I'm using, and that sounds like this. So if you find that's a little bit noisy, we've got some noise here. There's a noise gate in this amp too, which is really good. So you've got a soft setting, which sounds like this. Or if you've got a really high gain sound like I do here, this metal sound is my noise here. I'm going to switch on the metal. Wow, and it's gone, and that sounds like this. So that's great. The noise is gone. The only thing is it cuts off the note dead there, so see, it's gone. So if you don't like that note being grabbed by the noise gate, there's not much you can do. You can't switch it off, or you can only switch it off, you know, you can't turn it lower. So if you don't like that feature, probably either switch the noise gate off or, you know, put it on soft, and that'll help. But the high gain sound sounds really, really great. Well, there we go. That's the fantastic Amp1 by Bluguitar. Now, next week, have a watch, because we have the designer of Amp1, Thomas Blug, coming on, and he's a fantastic player. He's played with Jennifer Batten, Tommy Emmanuel, and he even opened for Michael Jackson. So a fantastic player, and he's going to be telling us about the Amp1, how he came up with it, and also he's going to be showing us how to get some great blues tones from it. So I really look forward to speaking to Thomas next week. And by the way, that was Thomas and I at the beginning playing, and he'll tell you more about the sound that he got for that. We both chose a sound and we played over a track together, so he'll be telling you more about that next week. So stay tuned, see you next week, and thanks so much for watching. I'll leave the links down below for Thomas's website if you're interested in one of these Amp1s. See you next week.